Okay, so we found this little video clip online, and surprise, surprise, it's by Toro, right? On how to stripe your lawn. Do you remember we looked at, when we were looking at pictures of mowers in our slides, we saw this little thing behind it? I had no idea it was a striper. So it's a little brush to brush my grass the right direction. Okay, so let's see how this works. And those of you who are online, you may have to watch this yourself because it won't pick up the sound as well. And it probably won't let me move that, will it? Oh, what did I do? Yeah.
Lawn striking system. This new easy-to-use system quickly and easily attaches to your walk-behind home, allowing you to create those great striking patterns typically found at golf courses and sports fields. You can pattern as you cut your grass. Best of all, it's really easy to use. Take time to carefully read the instruction manual. It contains important safety information and takes you through the easy steps to install the Toro lawn striking system. It attaches to most walk-behind moments and can be used with or without a bagger attachment. The installation is simple. It only requires a Phillips screwdriver and 16 to 20 pounds of dry sand. First, make sure the lawnmower is turned off. Attach the system to the mower's handles as shown in the instructions.
Huh. I probably would have thought about putting water in so you could drain it out when you finish, you know what I mean? Like other rollers.
Fill the roller with 16 to 20 pounds of dry sand. Then attach it to the mounting frame. That's all there is to it.
So that's all it is a sand roller.
Remember that thick, well-watered, healthy turf will create a better striking effect. Don't cut your grass too short. Never cut off more than the top 1/3 during any one mowing, no matter how tall the grass may be. Now decide what type of pattern you'd like to create. Keep in mind where you or your neighbors will view the pattern lawn. We call this the line of sight. Patterns that are parallel to your line of sight will create more dramatic results than patterns that are perpendicular. Let's start with a simple straight line stripe pattern across the entire lawn area. First, cut 1 or 2 swaths around the perimeter of the lawn. It's up to you whether or not to have the striper on for this. Now, find a starting point and mow your first stroke. It's a good idea to find an object in the distance in front of you to use as a visual marker to mow toward. This technique will help you achieve a straighter line. Now, simply change directions, aligning your edge with the first cut, and continue the alternating pattern until it's complete. You're well on your way to creating that ballpark look on your own lawn. Wasn't that easy? Note that any uneven cut at the end of the stripes can be fixed with a simple cleanup pass. Want something more vibrant? Subtle, consistent turns throughout the design will create a smooth, beautiful wave pattern. You can align wave patterns with driveways, landscapes, hills, or just create visual contours in large open areas. Now that you've mastered the basic patterns, you're ready to move up to circles. Circles, or bullseyes, make a great pattern on their own. Or you can use them to highlight trees, landscapes, or flagpoles. Rather than the perimeter, start your circle on the inside and alternate directions for each ring you add to your circle pattern. Make sure you finish the circle and turn outward, away from the center, to avoid any uneven areas. Ready for a more complex pattern? Try creating your own checker or chessboard. Plan your pattern so that both sets of stripes are positioned diagonally with your intended line of sight. This will provide the greatest visual impact. First, cut the perimeter. Next, cut the first set of stripes, again alternating back and forth. Now, crisscross over the first patterned rows. The angle of the second set of rows is up to you. You can make it perpendicular for perfect squares, or change up the angle to create diamond shapes. Again, keep in mind the viewer line of sight to create the desired visual effect. Make a mistake? No problem. Just go over the area again to make quick and easy adjustments to your patterns.
Sounds like something we learned in the future.
Now that you know the basics, you can create patterns limited only by your imagination. Mowing your lawn will never be the same again. Turn your lawn into the talk of the town with the new Toro lawn striping system.
Okay, no advertisements in there at all, right? Yeah, okay. So basically, we got all kinds of things we can go to, but we're not going to. All right, so I'm just going to leave this on for a couple more minutes. I'll just leave it like right there because, I'll turn the camera on. That's what I should do. Hang on, let me do that. So let me get the camera. Sorry guys, I'm fumbling. So I don't think this will, I think I have to stop it. So I will just put whatever I need to show right in the middle up here. So the other thing I was talking about, and I know you guys saw this, is just making yourself the clock for the, I'll get it in there, for your directionals. Okay, so if you draw something like that, that will help you get the lines square so you aren't, like this. Because I know when I first started mowing, I was mowing at not a very good, that looked kind of sucky. So basically that'll help you do that. The other thing that we look at is just, with your mowing patterns, again, it's the width of the mower that you're going to use as well. We've got the sheet on the different patterns you can use. If we look at this ball field right here, I'll put this in. This is from the sports field book that I didn't make you buy, but I have it here if you want to look at that. So basically, if we look at the professional fields like we're looking at, you can see this is that diamond shape we were just talking about. So they've just changed the angles a little bit, and they've got smaller diamonds on the infield and bigger diamonds on the outfield. Okay, so basically you want to consider the angle it's going to be looked at. Who's going to be looking at this? So you're going to probably be up in the stands, so you want to make sure that it's visible, because you've got both the difference between the baseball and the softball field is just going to be the width of the lines and things like that. You're probably most likely, for something like this, they've got two different mowers they're using, right? Looks like they have a 72-inch, and then they came through with probably a 21 or something and did the other colors. So you can alternate mowers too. So tell me what mower you're using when you use this. Okay, what's the width of it? Or you could turn off a reel and lift it up, too, to get that. That's the other thing. They could have turned off two reels and just mowed that one with the other, although the pattern would still be there, I would think, from the wheels. To me, it looks like they've done a triplex and then two widths of a 21-inch that they went down, and you can see that they went all the way out to the edge, and then they've got one line along the edge of the skinned area, and then they probably they put plywood on the skinned area and turn on that, so they don't see where the turns are taking place. Okay, so the main thing is the color variation. Make sure your lines are straight or curved equally. Again, I told some of you beforehand that we didn't do a football field because basically they want the same color every 5 yards, so it's dark light. So there's not a lot of creativity with that. So let me think of what else. I think I'll just stop there. Okay, so that's 10 minutes of instruction on that. So basically, I'll turn this